Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Beyond Earth's Mightiest Amazon exclusive. Oh geez, kinda sorta. This isn't particularly hard to obtain or anything, but it is an Amazon exclusive nonetheless. But today we'll be taking a look at the Black Knight, or Knight as I like to say, and Circe 2-pack brought to us by the, we're gonna say, not so fine folks over at Hasbro for this one. And there is a obvious elephant in the room if you are looking at the Black Knight figure right now as to why I say that. But this is also brought to us by the local friend who shall not be named for privacy reasons. Probably doesn't want to be mentioned in this video, but I digress. Who's nice enough to hook this up via our local Ollies, who again seems to be getting almost all these Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest program figures. I'm really hoping they get the rest, because I'm like 2 sets away from having this whole line, and it's a nice set, so long as you don't have any major quality control issues. That said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review. Take a look-see at all Black Knight and Circe have to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a pair of fists for Black Knight. It's all fine and dandy, I guess. He also comes with his, is it the Ion Sword? It's a laser sword. Because this is the second good guy version of Black Knight. The first good guy version looked more like, you know, Templar Knight with a tunic and a cape and shit. And he had like the obsidian sword. This guy's got a laser sword. A freaking laser sword! And then Circe comes with a pair of open or gesturing hands. And a pair of these kind of fireball punchy effects, I guess? Not 100% sure what these are meant to be, but she's got those. And for sake of argument, why don't we move Black Knight out of the way and look at Circe first. So I gotta tell you, I don't know shit about this character. I didn't even know this character was a thing. But all I know is she's named after some Greek sorceress, and that's about it. I say that because I believe Circe is a female character in Greek mythology. It's not the one from the Odyssey. That's, I think, Calypso. But either way, she's got a leather jacket going on because it was the 90s. Everyone had one. I'm assuming this is using some of the Black Widow, the Walmart exclusive gray suit Black Widow with the jacket body. She's got some new knee pads, a new belt, new head. She's on the old female body, which is surprising they didn't give her the pinless legs. But maybe it's because they didn't have knees with peg holes in them for added accoutrements. I don't know. But either way, as far as her articulation goes, her head will rotate and hinge down and up. Not much tilt. Shoulders go out all the way around. Single jointed elbow with rotation. Swivel in the wrist with a hinge. She does have a diaphragm joint, which goes back pretty far. Doesn't lean forward the best, but it does lean forward a little bit. And then she's got tilt side to side. She does kick forward about that far. That's pretty good. Out and barely squat, really. She's got a thigh cut. That's fine. She's got a double knee. And she's got like the old kind of whatever knees. They're not that gummy. I mean, I've had worse than this. And it's also warm, so I assume like during the winter time, she's gonna be fine. I mean, really. She does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker. And this rocker, I had to heat the shit out of this to get this to move. I don't know if anyone else had this problem, but I could not move that out of the package. Like, it was like bending her calf there. This one doesn't even want to move. I can get it to move a smidge, but it's just not. It's tighter than a freaking dog. So I don't know what's up with that. And this foot's kind of loose on the hinge. So she is hard to stand. This body is hard to stand anyways. I don't know why. I don't think it's the gummy legs. I think it's maybe the feet. I don't know. But for whatever reason, standing this thing up is a feat of Hercules, to stick with the Greek mythology references. But enough about her. Let's talk about this goddamn Black Knight, because this was the figure I really wanted out of the set, because I thought this is a cool looking figure. He's got the jacket and stuff. Again, must have been a 90s thing. But I noticed something. One arm is lower than the other. That's because he got two fucking right arms, all the way down to the wrist. So wonder he had a right hand when I took him out of, or the left hand when I took him out of the package. Like, this is some next level stupid right here. I caught this in like 5 to 10 seconds. How long do they take to put these things together? I mean, seriously, they put the little L's and R's in them and shit, and they still fuck it up. And, you know, give ye old senile fuck Todd McFarlane all the shit you want. I don't care. They at least don't do this dumb bullshit. At least not very often. I've had plenty of Hasbro figures where it's two of the same fucking part. And, yeah, that shit should be a thing of the past, man. Thank God for the windowless packaging bullshit being fucking ousted, because that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, seriously? I will tell you, the silver lining to this is that if you don't like the fact that the arms stick out on this body, but you're okay with swapping biceps, swap the biceps. And then put the correct forearm on each side, and then you can put the arms down all the way. That said, you gotta have all the right fucking pieces to do that. So, moving on. As far as his articulation goes, his head will rotate. It'll look up. It'll look down. It'll tilt pretty well. We'll use this arm. This is more honest. Arms will go out, back down, all the way around. It's got a bicep swivel, which is pretty darn tight. This guy, it's got that clicky, kind of detenty feel. Elbows bend that far. Wrists will swivel and hinge, and no, he doesn't have the right hand for holding weapons, but if his hands are black, and I do believe they are, his name is Black Knight after all, I don't know why he'd have white hands, and you have that Bucky cap, that was a Walmart exclusive, that's also hitting Ollie's right now. He does come with the correct hinge for holding weapon hands, and I do believe the colors match, so you could swap him onto this guy, because, you know, you could always have Bucky with two fists and a shield, and this guy could have the, you know, the correct for holding weapons hand there. That said, he does have an ab crunch. It goes that far forward, that far back. A little hindered by the jacket, but it's loose fitting enough. You can see it kind of flopping around there. It's not that tight. He's got a waist twist. He's got a floaty belt, but it doesn't really move a ton. He does have T-jointed hips that kick out, back down, forward, and back. He does have a thigh cut. Very, very tight on that thigh cut, so be careful with that. You don't want to snap anything. And then his knees are kind of weird. The lower, or the upper knee joint is pretty loose. But once you break the bottom one loose, it's kind of loose too. So not the tightest knees ever. I don't know why that is. They barely use this buck, but there. He does also have a boot cut, which works fine. And he's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker and big old feet. Big old feet so he can stand up. So he is, this knee is bad. Like, this is some floppy shit right here. So I'm hoping to get a replacement for this set. I'm pretty sure Ollie's does returns and whatnot. And I'm hoping they got more of these available, because this sucks, dude. I really like the Black Knight as a character, and would like to have one that's not a piece of shit, other than the one from the Cull Obsidian wave. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that when Mr. Brian, aka the old man, aka my dad, gets up to Ollie's, or the area Ollie's is in, you can return this and score me another one. That won't have fucking stupid irreversible quality control issue, because, you know, if something just needs to be heated up and put back on, that's one thing. It's another thing when I don't have the fucking parts to do it myself. I hate not being able to fix shit on my own, and this is no exception to that. So yeah, fuck you, Hasbro. Get some fucking glasses. I'm visually impaired, man, and I caught that shit. So, you know, come on. Come on! Said, bringing in our 2 regulars before we wrap this sucker up. Here's the Mythic Legion's brother Manibelith, right there. And the infamous Living Spawn. Let's not knock Circe over Al Simmons. And of course, Spawn towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now we wrap things up with some final thoughts before I explode! Overall, and so long as you don't get 2 fucking right arms on your Black Knight figure, I would say that this set is relatively reasonable for the original retail price, especially if you're able to get it for the price I did. That said, so long as you get both arms with your Black Knight figure. I mean, seriously, that is some next level stupidity right there. Because the only gripe I have with this set, other than the piss poor quality control on Hasbro's part, is the Circe figure. I don't think it's bad from an aesthetic standpoint, or even, you know, a quality standpoint, but at the same time, the bitch don't stand. And I really don't know why. I have plenty of figures with this body buck that stand fine. But this one, for whatever reason, is a motherfucking domino. And all you guys out there that want more female figures, I assume you also want more aneurysms and hemorrhoids in your asshole, because female figures suck to stand in general. When they're like this one, they're even worse. So I really don't get why that's a thing. I don't hate female characters, but boy do I hate female figures. I hate them with a passion. The passion of 1,000 burning suns. And this one is no exception. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, for better or for worse. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.